Emmanuel Macron was on the streets of New York City, also known as the New York City. Oui. And we're going to obviously cover this. It was kind of funny. I hate to admit that he got some aura out of this. But Emmanuel Macron has been on a tear, okay? Recognition of Palestine, the media interviews that he's given. Obviously, I'm no fan of the guy. As you guys know, I'm a Jean-Luc Mélenchon stan. That's my boy. I ride with Jean-Luc Mélenchon, okay? France on bow, baby. You already know. But he has been active, okay? He's been active. He's been doing a lot. And his wife has been doing a lot, too. Apparently, his wife showed her pussy to the courts, which is crazy. Like, I feel like there's a better way to do that to prove that you're like a cis woman. But I mean, I guess they're French, so I'm not asking any questions. Like, maybe that's a French thing. Because like there's an ongoing case against Candace Owens, who is being sued for defamation by Macron's wife, because Candace Owens was like constantly claiming that she's actually trans or something. Are you memeing? No, I am not. It sounds crazy. Okay. The story begins with Candace Owens claiming falsely that Emmanuel Macron's wife, who may or may not be a pedophile, but that's, again, French activities. It is what it is. Was actually a trans woman, right? And not a cisgender woman. Now, it's not true, right? She's not a trans woman. She's a cis woman. But that didn't stop Candace Owens from running her mouth. So basically, Brigitte Macron turned around and sued Candace Owens and said, I am going to prove that I am a woman, I'm a cisgender woman, and I am going to sue you for defamation. So what ended up happening was that the court case is ongoing, and Brigitte Macron last week said that she would provide photographic evidence confirming that she is a woman to the court. And apparently she did. She did, which is not going to stop people from still suspecting that she got a vaginoplasty or whatever. You know, it's not. As a trans woman, it's kind of crazy to hear it's defamation. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's besides the point. But you're right. You're not wrong. It's just like, it's like you are defaming me by saying I am trans. I guess it's just like, it's not true. So technically, because it's not true, it's understandable that she's like, correct the record, you know? She is getting misgendered. So, in any case, what defamation is claiming that she's lying? What's defamation is claiming that she's lying? Exactly. The defamation part isn't that she is trans, it's that she is committing a fraud. Yeah. And Candace did have malicious intent with it, right? It's defaming in the same way that it would be the dead name someone if we need to transcode this for chatters who can't understand. Yeah. So the part of the story that's strange to me is I feel like there are different ways. There are different ways to do this, but it turns out Brigitte Macron decided to do it in the most French way possible. I cannot comprehend a more French story, okay, of an old lady pedophile being like, how dare you say I am le trans, look at my pussy, this is my pussy, wait, look, gaze upon les puces. Look at my vag. Look at my vag. Look at it. Lock your eyes on les puces. Oui. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, la chatte in French, is that how you say it? Somehow your accents get worse with time. I don't know. But yeah, while she's out here doing this, showing her pussy to the courts, Emmanuel Macron is on a generational run, despite the fact that at the domestic level, he is toast. Okay? Emmanuel Macron is cooked. And I don't mean that in like a slop tuber, Hasan Piker is 100,000% cooked or done type way. His approval ratings are lower than dirt from the butt. He's gone. Okay. So the last thing that he has as le president is basically running around and interfering in foreign affairs. And he's been doing this for a while. He's been talking a big game about like how he's going to send troops to Ukraine, all this stuff. But then also he's become this like bold voice in defending Palestine. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. Obviously, it's fake, right? It's not like super sincere or whatever. But a big part of that is because he's been pressured from the likes of Jean-Luc Mélenchon, who has been uncompromising. François Baud has been uncompromising in defending Palestinians and even defending Muslims living in France as well. So he sees this as an opportunity to win favor. It's not really working, but here he is in New York, on the streets of New York, after going on a bunch of other American news outlets and talking about how what Israel is doing is not good. They are killing the children in France. We like the children. We like it. And then today, yesterday, he also recognized officially a state of Palestine, which is, again, mostly just a symbolic gesture with a bunch of conditions and whatnot. But now he was stuck. Apparently, he was stuck behind a police blockade because the president has been roaming the streets of New York. Let's take a look.
So how many people?
No, I have 10 people with me. I go to the French embassy.
No. I'm sorry, I'm president. I'm really sorry. It's just that everything's in frozen right now. There's a border gate coming right. That's why.
Oh, sorry. If you don't see it, let me cross. I negotiate with you.
No, it's not that.
How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting the street because everything is frozen for you. Are you sorry?
It is pretty funny that he got stuck behind a police blockade, a police barricade, and he had to call up the president. Guess what? I am stuck waiting for you.
I don't know, I've seen 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But I would love if we can. Yeah, I know, I will follow. But after I would love if we can have a short discussion with Qatar and you on the situation.
That's a crazy thing to add on. Mr. President, I am currently stuck on the street. Also, we would like to talk to you about Qatar. You are definitely shadow banned, bro. No, I'm not, man. It's not even an hour yet, and there's almost 40,000 people in here. It's the worst shadow banning of all time. It's probably your application that's busted, okay? Anyway, so that happened. There's more footage as well. Do we have more footage? Because he was walking around as well. He was walking around the streets. He took photos with like people that wanted to take photos with him. He was basically doing some Zoran shit. Little bro thinks he's Zoran, okay? That's what it is. Little bro thinks he's Zoran. You ain't Zoran, little bro. You ain't Zoran. Don't try it. Let me see if I can find the clip. Hold on. No, I don't know if I can find it. Here's a TikTok.
I'm sorry, I'm the president. I'm really sorry. It's just that everything's in frozen right now. There's a border gate coming right now. That's why. I'm sorry.
If you don't see it, let me cross. How are you? Guess what? I'm waiting.
All right, we saw all this. Oh, yeah. After calling Trump, the road was eventually clear, but Macron still had to walk through the city for about 30 minutes. Passersby stopped him to take photos, with some even kissing him on the head. So it is kind of cool to see this, even though he is the worst piece of shit. I mean, I hate him. I hate him so much. But low-key aura, he's basically able to walk freely on the streets of New York without additional fears, I mean, that's like, whoever does that is still cool. You know what I mean? New Yorkers beating the mean allegations. Yeah. I'm French. He's a piece of shit. can confirm. Oh no, we know he's doo-doo. Okay, he is doo-doo. But he did win. He did win big. I hate to hand it to him. He won big here. He basically got to do the Assad in Damascus move here. Okay, this is a play. Why do you hate him? He is the most Islamophobic. Neoliberalism implies we must actually always cave to the right piece of shit of all time. He is the most undemocratic asshole. He refused to abide by the wishes of the public. Okay, as I was saying, he is, listen, he is everything that I despise about liberalism, the constant caving and constant capitulation to right-wing framing on right-wing issues, whether it be immigration, like an anti-immigrant agenda, Islamophobic agenda. He's done it all. Constant austerity, tax breaks for the wealthy, and a debt crisis that comes along with it, only to take away from the pockets of working class French people, playing a formative role in ruining the lives of regular everyday French people. It just sucks. He's done it all. He's done all of the bad things. Everything that I despise about the Democratic Party, Macron has put into action. Okay, he is one of the worst versions of that. And if the audio is desynced, you might have to F5 it. Okay, if the audio is desynced, you might have to potentially refresh it. All of this is true, but need to be put in the French context, aka he's more leftist than any average American Democrat. No, the baseline in France is more left, but his attitude is not, I wouldn't say more left than the average Democrat. He has been actively, he is incredibly right-wing. No, being more left-wing than the average Democrat in America also doesn't make any sense. Macron is right-wing. He is right-wing, brother. He is center-right. He is a classic neoliberal. He despises the right. He despises the far right. And he claims that the only way to defeat the far right is to basically offer concessions to the far right by becoming the far right, but from the center. And he packages that as a way to win elections. And his own unpopularity obviously shows that this is a demonstrable failure, but it doesn't matter because all he's done in this last year since the French elections is basically to undermine the efforts of the left, even though the democratic wishes of the public were very clear. He hates, I think, the left. This past year has shown that he hates the left more than he hates the far right. He presents himself as an anti-far right figure, okay? He presents himself as an anti-far right figure, but his actions, the clinging on the power, is clearly opening up an avenue for the far right to win. And whether his intentions are pure, he genuinely thinks this is the best way to combat the far right, or whether he is cynical and he just simply wants to tank the chances of the left, does not change the reality that he is doing that right now. 100% right, on point. I'm French and Hasan Abi's right. No, there are always going to be French liberals who just assume that just because someone says that they're like a centrist or whatever, or a liberal, that they actually are. This is identical to American politics in many ways as well. The American Democratic Party does this as well. How is any of that worse than the average Democrat? It's not. It's incredibly similar. That's the reason why I protested against someone saying, no, he's just like still better than the average Democrat. That's not true. Like his austerity, his push for increasing the retirement age, and his successful push, despite its unpopularity, to increase the retirement age for everyone except for cops was ridiculous. That is pure. That's like not even Democrat Party shit. That's like that's Republican Party shit in this country. Democrats would probably cave on a situation like that, as well as Obama attempted in the past. But I don't think it is fair to say that Emmanuel Macron is a center figure. I will say he's a center-right figure because the Overton window has shifted in every liberal capitalist democracy firmly to the right. But to say that he is like a simple centrist figure or a liberal figure or a leftist figure or anything like that is completely ridiculous. I think he is a right-wing dude who is masquerading as a centrist. Whether it is because he truly believes this is the only way to stop the more nefarious forces of the nationalists from winning power in the country or not doesn't matter. You're talking about a guy who straight up said even wearing an abaya is actually a demonstration of radical Islamism and therefore must be purged and excised from French society. I'm sorry. That is heinous. That's shit that the nationalists would be saying 10 years ago. But the more the center actually goes to the right, the more the far right actually pulls society further and further to reactionary elements. That's how it works. The centrist figures unironically play a role in normalizing this kind of Islamophobia. Every summer, top political debate, burkinis on beaches, hell yeah. It's all culture war distraction. Yeah, here it is. One of my buddies literally is the reason why this is known, by the way. He just straight up asked him to his face, Hugo Decrypt. Straight up asked him to his face. He was like, what is this abaya ban? Like, and he openly was like, well, it's Islamist. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know Hugo? Oui, I do. Remember, Hugo is a liberal too, for sure. But like, it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. You guys are so annoying, man. I can be friends with people that I don't fully align with politically, and you can too. Be normal, please. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. Hugo is a major Macron dick rider. He is not. That is wrong. Why are you friends with Macron? Le Maffea? Wait, what? I'm not friends with Macron. What? No, if there's a person I'm friends with, it's Jean-Luc Mélenchon and the France en Bal party. By the way, I will be in France soon, as you guys know. I'll be in France in the beginning of October because my friend Lucas, also known as Squeezie, is putting together a GP4, Grand Prix 4, with influencers. Obviously, the American team is going to be represented by Ludwig and Michael Reeves. And I am going to be one of the American broadcasters for the event. And when I go there, I might, and Pokemon as well. Myself and Pokemon are going to be the American broadcasters for this massive event. And we are very stoked for it. So it's going to be cool. Squeezie is my goat. What the you know Squeezie? This is a... Dude, I don't understand. How are you in here for so long and you don't know some of my friends? Bro, not only do I know Squeezie has stayed in my house when he visited LA, and also he's been on the podcast. He's been on Fear End. We've been to his house and filmed a episode of the Fear End podcast. Sorry, bro, I'm not parasocial. I mean, this isn't even parasocial. Politics frogs don't watch anything fun. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't think you guys know this. I was supposed to be the American pilot for GP4. I've explained it before. I was supposed to be the American pilot for the American team, but unfortunately, my shoulder width is a little too big, and I was not able to fit. I'm not even kidding. I couldn't fit in the Grand Prix 4 Formula 4 cars. It was devastating. I don't even watch your Insta stories anymore, big dog. I'm trying to keep my screen time down. Yeah, I don't fit in the cars. I've told you guys this before. Anyway, French Socialist Party betrayed us like the Democrats betrayed you. To understand French politique, look at American politics minus 10 years. Macron is our Obama. Macron is our Obama. But anyway, this was an aura moment for Macron. Let's be real. That is the most French looking I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Of course he kissed me. Anyway, but yeah, there's some French updates for you guys. Emmanuel Macron called up Donald Trump, and then he walked the streets of New York for 30 minutes, all that stuff.